I have been asked by so many of our members, particularly the people of the community practice, which as you know now is a section, that they don't believe still the SVS is inclusive enough. They think it's still what we call an exclusive club. And I emphasize on the fact it's not really true. So I review the structural changes, the governor changes, which we have in the SVS to show them how we radically changed over the past 50 years, including having them in every leadership position. For example, nominating committee, appointment committee, community practice leadership with its own section to issue and discuss all their special interests and so forth. And membership, as you heard me about in my presidential address, when I was a member in 1991, when I became a member, there was only 9 of us elected to the membership because they were really exclusive, with main emphasis on academia. Nowadays, we're open to any board certified vascular surgeon, whether you are a community practitioner, you're hospital employed, university professor, it does not make a difference. As long as you are very well respected and practice what we believe good quality vascular practice, you could apply to membership, and it's not likely for us to turn them down. During this past year, we faced a lot of major issues which might impact greatly on the community practice vascular surgeon, particularly the one who are running the OBA labs. Why? CMS came out with almost disastrous proposed cut to cut their reimbursement for literally most of what they do in the OBA lab. So we got into a major coalition, surgical coalition, which got together, and we believe we successfully were able to make this cut much easier to be tolerated. So we were hoping and still hoping we will continue doing that part to help them keeping their practice alive, because we need them literally in every place, not only in cities, but mainly in rural America also. So other thing that he would try to do, we were asked by so many people to put proper indications of what we need to do to give a better care, good quality to vascular patients. So we did our part where trying to put quality guidelines, appropriate indication with some terminology which will not be used by whether the insurance company or medical legal system, that they are doing the unnecessary things. So we worked with their leaders to make sure whatever we're putting on these documents is something goes along with the quality we look for, but also appropriate indication of some of these interventions. And that's just simply a very little bit of what we did towards the community practice. You might also notice in my presidential address, in the appointment committee, we made every effort to make sure we are equally distributing all the, not only membership, but all the committee which run the structure of the SVS, very well balanced. What does this mean? When we sat down on these committees, which community practice people were on it, do we have fairly balance between not only ethnicity, race, genders, and everything you could imagine, to make sure we're including almost everybody. And that's something I felt is so important for me to emphasize during my presidential address. You still could be running an OBL and also have a major role in educating people around you who one day can be academician. They will learn from the busy practice they have and how do we run the practice of vascular surgery, but still they can be part of whether hospital base or university base. So it's doable if we could work together. Absolutely. I'd just like to say I enjoyed my year as president, and I want every member of our society, which is we are over 6,000 of them, to know we must work together for a common way to improve and advance vascular care for the best patient's interest. Yes.